If you had asked me 10 years ago, can we save it all? I would have been dubious. But now, given the current momentum we've built and the opportunities in front of us, I do feel like there is a huge chance that we can bring a lot of it back. We can protect, restore and enhance it. In terms of empowering, it's going to take everything we have and everyone possible. I think an emphasis gets put on trying to develop all these tools and technologies, but without the right people, or without people in general, we do face a hard challenge trying to get those tools to be delivered.
It's really about setting up processes and situations where people themselves can take action. Part of that is really creating tools and creating processes and systems that people can adopt to empower them to be able to make positive change.
So one of the things BioHeritage has been amazing for is giving me vehicles to get my research out into the world. My hope for my own research going forward is to find ways that people that may not have the expertise can still jump into a river and work out whether it's healthy, what's going on in that system and what they might be able to do to fix that.
So the long-term management of pests and pathogens is something that needs to have a true community response. And by community, I mean everyone. So whether it's scientists, Māori, hapu iwi, industry, regulatory agencies, non-profits, community groups, the community is everyone. And when you get all of these groups coming together, that's when you see the real impact and that's when you see that difference being made.
Aotearoa New Zealand has a huge amount of unique flora and fauna. So that comprises our birds, our insects, our native raka or trees. It nurtures us, it nurtures the people around us, and it is part of what Aotearoa New Zealand is recognised for, and we're here to protect that.
For us here in Ngāti Tarawhai, we consider trees like rata and poichukawa as part of our whakapapa, and that without those two rako and many more, we wouldn't be here. The importance for us around biodiversity is protecting what we have and restoring what we've lost.
What concerns me the most is something like myrtle rust, which impacts so many different tree species. And if you lose one tree species, you're not just losing that tree species, there's all of the insects that are dependent on it, there's all of the birds that are dependent on it, there's that whole ecosystem function. We don't really truly understand what it is that we lose when we lose one species. And then if you multiply that across multiple species, the impacts are irreversible. We don't know what's going to happen.
So Whakahou is the part of the program where we bring ecosystems back to the glory that they once had. When I think about the loss of biodiversity, it's tragic. We need to take responsibility for as a species ourselves. Part of the process of taking responsibility for that tragedy is really to do hard work to reverse it. Really get focused on the science and the innovation that needs to be done.
So for me, restoration is the end goal, or the big bright shining star for me. And that if we can bring back some of those species that we've lost and restore the forest to that former glory, I'd consider my job done.
I'm so grateful for all the support that BioHeritage has given me throughout my PhD and my career so far. But now I'm in a position to be able to take what I've learned and pass that on to the next generation of researchers that are coming through. And I really hope that that can continue into the future.
It's energising to be a part of a group that really is working hard to bring different knowledge systems and different people together to solve the issue of biodiversity loss.
True partnership in Aotearoa is working with treaty partners to, one, identify the issue, and then two, to develop a solution. That's where the BioHeritage comes in really well, in that they've identified big key issues and they're working with treaty partners to find solutions for those key issues.
Karawhiua, ngā koeora tuku iho.